We'd given up all hope of ever seeing you. You're a rare breed, mate. You know that? It's only right that I entrust your allocation of...
Now display your current order grade.
It's a minute.
Order completed. Well done.
I'm ready tomorrow. I'm ready. And if that my son goes to Chicago, if the building ready to make the UFC debut tonight against Bellow, short notice UFC newcomer Eric Owen has the feature freedom of film division. And here is a look at late matchup freedoms coming to work here in short order. Chasing further breaks in the one big 6 straight win against Alexander Hernandez. The former strawweight Queen Jet Scott Raj back at 115 pounds against Julio Diaz. Bill pushed up and trains on the ball here. Try to get him out against Paul Olsen. So, Green Silva Fox Fights and Paul Jones on those on the regional circuit in their native Virginia competition. Like the Finland, where she feel off the top. Consecutive wins, all part of the Pittsburgh Board of the UFC drug. Touch was another 11 night on the line. On the Pittsburgh Board of the sometimes so she checked up with that.
Appreciate the hard
Strike there, 80 back. The Chargers not the favorite by accident. In fact, Giants actually being given to us at a discount due to the hot streak that DDP is up. Let's not forget, he closed with a plus 300 total to Robert Whittaker, while Chimaev, on the flip side of that point, closed that over minus 200. Sure, if Chimaev can get the job done, and what the middle come Saturday.
the hard yakky you put in. Take this data with my compliments. I'm going to increase your material.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
And
Just as sweet taste. What do you think? That's what
oh boy, that must hurt. Fuck me.
Watson Summits and Coach Joe Matsula in the building. Congrats to Joe on his jiu-jitsu belt. Baja Boston Baptist just spent more time in the today. No surprises. They're their first fight night. They fought cards out. I don't know if it's an awesome day or an awesome thing. All right, so here we go. Very interesting. Next up, we're not
fighting in the UFC, all fighting each other. It's no surprise, right? When you're fighting each other on the ring, just tells you that these people are fighting it. They're very early in their career.
As the mentioned, about some fourth commercial ring, we look forward from Brittany Silva. She has now aligned with White Nerds. She has moved herself out.
Potentially become the number one in the weight class. It's been real nice to watch that team rise in the UFC.
It's also the Bob Otter Paris. It's not crazy. Yeah, it's not twice. It's out of 3 weeks.
It's from our both sides. It's about community. Get better. Find the right person to enter into our judo. Use their try it. Take all that stuff in there.
Nice stuff, man.
Jab and sharp knife.
She looks very good standing.
Marlowe's assistant coach, Taylor's Shakes for a long time. Jose Alvarado. She's spent a lot of time in the UFC.
You're going to be better, right? I don't care if it's the small side forward or outside forward. You gotta take knowledge from
What's that one?
Coming in here after a big win by on the shrine, going against Yada Pizza back in April.
nice kick there.
Shots high by Barboza.
Right? Knowing that Barboza is as good of a grappler, she's trying to take her down. And you can imagine if she's the better striker. Oh, right-handed.
Nice elbow.
I think he's there for so long. So again, the person is
Construction process now complete.
The only just kind of lighting her up on the feet and on the ground. She's sort of
it's not with us all, you know what he's saying.
Okay.
let's get him on the desk. Oh, I'm about to see my feet out there.
Let's do this.
Construction process now complete.
I'm trying to get this bike to the ground. Very just a little quick, but it's not. Time to work when you saw her almost pull up that armbar. The very end first. It really is interesting that, or it's interesting how it's such a, even though I mean, but
Okay.
it's like big picture. If you don't get your horse before you try to step across, it's awesome. That is hard like that. It's like
Now then.
little bombs in.
Construction process.
Yeah, but no, there's a move called the Dead Orchard. It's literally a triangle with two in. China's a orchard in South Carolina. They invented it. And it's very effective. It's what Jeff that's every in the legs and you got to try to do. But what you want bullshit? She's got to get pretty trying to control. What's hard? Body intelligence. Now it's not a problem anymore. Before it was wrapping over the top of the neck and the shoulders, but now it's not in position to great control. Get another round. Barbosa.
Done and dusted. Okay.
Venus doesn't seem to have an answer either on the feet or on the ground. Or mostly just a couple steps ahead of her. They probably see the creative corner of his head. He's go for their own time. Our coaches told us she needs to finish. Yeah. They recognize that their fighter is behind. She's going to get a lot done in this round. And she
So the combo goes on the tail end of that combination with the left hand. It's so tough.
You know, it happens so fast. Yeah, you can see it from here, right? Like,
I'm glad I'm back to Syria. We'd already written this off as lost.
the door was open, and Marvel's taking advantage of it. Now she drops off. She's like, she's being quite
one of
Order completed.
So much as
Well
relieve
done.
the body triangle. It's got nothing but keep her in place here. In a round that's had changes in position, both of them on top of the point. It's going to be the control that determines who wins this fight. If she lays there for the next 55 seconds, it's over.
Yeah, she has to let go of that body triangle to be offensive in any way. There's very few techniques that are available when you have that body triangle locked up. It's good defensively. It keeps your opponent from posturing up and puts a lot of pressure on their body. Keeps breathing well, but it's not an offensive technique.
She was so close to that guillotine.
So close. And she had the go-go plots before that, and shit in the neck.
And that's why Barbosa reacted in the way that she did.
So there was probably multiple seconds there where she couldn't breathe.
It's worse than the judges to black belt matchup that games. To this side. Fights are just like the first meeting, originally back in 2019. This one goes the distance between Randy Silva and fellow Brazilian, Leone Barbosa. Barbosa's headed in here on short notice from JJ Aldrich, and she's doing really well.
Right here, you see Barbosa try to step behind and dribble, but instead, took the body lock, lives her, returns it to the man. Great top control armbar attempt at the very end of round one. Second round of Barbosa. Round two, Barbosa with a beautiful knee, from the clinch. And it hits his teeth on off that position. Double knife for Barbosa. Sweaty performance right in the Barbosa.
Wowzer!
See the most of Conservatives in this United Center felt like 24 votes was not votes.
Yeah, John, Round 2, I'll come to it closer. But she lost Round 3 now. Hey, this happens not happening. These shoulders can't be crossed on this one. Even if we do the first struggle. Sports history. We all massively respect and real fans of Mental Barbosa. If you're not a fan of Mental Barbosa, you're not a fan of mixed martial arts.
There's the champ of the UFC cannot have a fighter MMA ambassador atop its middleweight division and drink his group class C. Married to the game, I guess would be one way to put it. His commitment to the cause of forces.
Gotcha. Hook that one.
Now display your current order grade.
I appreciate your willingness to come at night. I'm grateful for everything.
Feeling pretty damn good.
Thanks to Brooklyn Brand, ready to go with the lightweights. Or Bruce Miller. Sound like it's for close shot back or goes up.
And Close has got to be very careful. Just charging in there. Oh, there it begins.
Well, goes back 4-4 is featherweight. Now moving back up to 55, where, as Joe said, it's fought everywhere.
Almost has 30 this. Crazy. Really is crazy.
History going to look back upon his career flopping. 18 UFC wins coming in tonight. Close. Close out of the
Good job there for this right there. They just let it go there.
There's a big corner close to the red corner, very even the ledge staying busy.
I'm surprised it's not disengaged. Yes, right here. It's back to the opposite.
You're mine. that one.
Hey there. Thanks for... Let's see. I can't believe the sheer amount of work you've done.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Close. Short. Suggesting while those are moving out, try to land some of the consequence.
Right where it's most faster, more explosive. It's that measure of pressure close that's getting well, the enemy is explosive. You get great timing on his right hand and then get to the target. One thing that's interesting about Barbosa is that even though it's primarily a striker, it's never been really known for his hands. It's levels and kicks. Mostly kicks. I think they do good hands. They don't have the same kind of pop as his kicks do.
So here, it's getting the pure below and it's strong. Focus how the other specific exclusive Chicago styles that are choice.
You take care.
Yeah.
So the one thing about Carlos that makes me wonder that he did say he wants to get it back. So it turns into a bit of a brawl. He doesn't need a brawl right now. He's winning. He's taking time. Maybe don't clinch round 1 and 2 because there's no hold. Right now, I would be holding if I'm the coach. Just being that it feels like he's up to
You're a
zero.
workaholic.
I mean, you never know. After what we just watched.
John Crouch did say Barboza pitches we win, right? So Barboza forcing in situations here early round 3. Physically, Barboza still looks tremendous. The commitment in training, of course, is still there, but he is 39 years of age, he'll be 40 in January. He has fought everybody.
And he's wearing the damage in his face right
Yeah, he is.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Thanks again.
And we know how much Edson Barboza has avoided this type of fight over the course of his career. The wrestling, the grappling, the clinching. To see him making it happen tells you that Jakar Close is finding a lot of success in stand-up. Barboza's almost around his back here. As if he doesn't want to fully commit. Jakar's like a little bit more accepting of being pushed against the octagon side. And now he's going for the clinch.
Less than 3 minutes now to go. Nice right hand by Close.
Edson just doesn't pick up on the right hand at all. Jakar just needs to keep leading with the right hand. Oh,
that's what he did. But again, just doesn't have
look at that. Yeah. The right hand.
What's great for he's no telling at all.
I mean, yeah, like every time he goes the right hand, he lands. If I'm far close, I'm not doing jabs anymore. I'm just beating the right hand.
Ready to check that left offering from Barboza. He's been very mindful of that weapon all night.
Every time. You spoke about him training with Benson Henderson very early in his career, taking those kicks, and you can tell. He's not fighting a great third round.
Thanks, Brandon.
The live odds have Barboza winning.
Those kicks are close. Nice right hand.
Disengaging weapons restriction.
Snag.
Yeah, definitely right.
Here, coach is telling him go right hand.
Touches on both. Biggest one against UFC. 40 seconds now to go.
But it's fun. It's the best round of the fight in the third round. He's done a good job this round. And the hard is been accepting of being in range and not throwing as much.
What's that one? Snag. You're mine.
Exactly. It's Barboza. All in the kitchen, darting close and up. Shows Barnes at 10.
There's a nice right hand by Crawford. There's another clean right hand and a second one behind it. That's when, and a third, and that's when Barbosa was really in trouble. Another right hand by Barbosa, which was probably his best weapon in the fight, lands there again. Deep right.
I think it's time for Chicago to lose the best single things. Just come in again. Got to beat the spirit breaker outside Shania. Also, the number versus the number Aaron. No, man. That's a great idea. Versus one now. I guess we have plus. Let's stop ops last week outside the United States. So, far close. Got 5 wins in his last 6. And it's ever closer. Gotcha. And Chicago's, of course, has been there with all the reasons.
Gotcha.
Back numbers for you, Skim, and head strikes advantage close. Body commitment was evident from Barbosa early on. He also landed twice as many leg kick catches from far close, but it appeared to be pretty close. Controlling the fight and the action.
Gotcha.
Decision. Scorecards now as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the big round. That one contest. 29, 28, for the winner. By contest. The Southpaw Michigan is far close as he gets the better of the veteran Henson. Far close. Ladies, your chest is like the Chicago UFC right now. It's very encouraging.
I certainly wasn't expecting this.
On the laundry deck, or be sure to listen to your down screen grants and social media. The point is, both on bonus pitches and good loss. Just like the way we played the game back in my day. Anyhow, back to your fight. There's 2 sides to that one too. And as Sinatra once said, it can only happen in a town like this. On paper, it's a high-paced, all-action, knock him out, drag him out of there. That may be true. But for the champ from South Africa, it's a tale of 2 fights. First, the weathering of the storm, if you will. That reminds me of the 2006 Colts. Am I right? Next up, the early barrage from the other guy. Easier said than done, my friend. Let me get you. Sir, he's got time and time again. But, in the second half, sure will now. Something that's never been done. For the challenger, tell 2 fighters. Show up. First round, somewhat involved.
Okay.
Ready for his first 25-minute war. Either way, Monster of the new weight energy in the building gives some fresh perspective. Spend the second sitting, we'll tell it to you straight. And it's up to you, as long as your opinion is the same as ours. Anyway,
That was close.
And fans expect him to live up to the hype with a championship main event that is twice all the great.
Let's get this done.
596, 512, UFC 319 prelims, UFC 1%. I love it. Most match makers available post-night telecast while on UFC broadcast expands that option is available on ESPN and the Four channels. As always,
Thank goodness.
My goodness, man, this domestic crowd in Chicago is as good as it gets, and it's not
They are such a great fight crowd. This place was packed from the very beginning. The opening fight, a lot of energy, all week for these fights, and what a card we have tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been in Chicago. We came back with a real hit card. Veterans been blessed and how that's about to be great. And the rest of the cards come out. We got some great young prospects to highlight on this part of the fight card.
Fights will be easy to make. But itself, as Chicago is not
They didn't know what he did good. He did good. He just does it differently, Joe. It doesn't look like every other fighter. So people want to question whether or not it's the best. Well, he's proven time and time again, he is the best. He destroyed Derek Brunson, submitted Darren Till, beat Israel Adesanya, finished Robert Whittaker, beat Sean Strickland twice. He's done so many.
Nice.
Platform go. Try and back-to-back success.
960 resins, 600 special. Thousand red.
Inside the United States, provides wireless station for 25 years of age, the minus 360 favorite against Turon Alexander Hernandez. Several inches in height for Chase Hooper, less pronounced in reach, where he will have an advantage of a couple of inches. So right now, two particulars, he is Bruce West. Ladies and gentlemen, from the United States, it's your Chicago. Martial artist, holding professional record, 16 wins, 8 losses. He stands like he likes to call. 6 pounds.
Okay.
One of the finest in the business, Jason Herzog, Vanessa Hansen getting a start for round one. Chase Hooper's never been cheered. I'm also not sure he's ever been cheered quite like that. Knowledgeable fan base here in Chicago. Young member with a lot of has done. Chris, ready to go round one. Sun Rock is brought to you by Bud Light, official sponsor of the UFC and his White Club.
See, if you just slot, you can front leg side kick, try to close distance, and then try to do takedown. A lot of long range weapons right now for Cooper.
Utilizing that height and reach advantage. She has hugely over anybody at 145 he had, but at 55 he has it as well.
Yeah, not many guys with a 7'4" reach and a lightning
He's just gotten much better at standing. And you really see it in his movement, ways. You see that reach advantage with his kicks.
He's just much more comfortable now.
Yeah.
Jeff Oldman, longtime chief corner. Chase Hooper, Clay Matson on the other side.
that length and distance is throwing off the timing of Hernandez. He's having a hard time figuring out when to get inside. Hooper just keeps spamming shots at him.
It does. And when Alex tries to go, Chase knows a body kick.
Yeah.
Especially when he is in his conventional stance.
And he throws it as he's moving back. There's a nice right hand from Hernandez.
Beautiful right hand by Alex. And that's one of the things he's got to do. When Alex gets in, he needs to stay in. He can't get back out of range to try to dart back in there. Stay in his chest if you're Alex Hernandez.
Already some swelling on that right side of the face of Hernandez. Multiple connection up the gut by Hernandez.
Pull left hand.
That's one thing that Hernandez does very well, is switch stances. He'll switch to mid-combination, and he's very effective. There's a nice straight right hand.
Hernandez's athleticism is great.
Yeah, plus athlete to be sure. And you've heard the word movement out of that corner to our right a lot. He's moving very well defensively.
I would like to see Hernandez attack those legs. Take away some of this movement. Instead, he's got a wide stance. Moving on the outside, it looks like he's just open punches. But I would like to see him chop at those legs.
Yeah. Hernandez has countered with a lot of power tonight. Now a shot from Hooper.
Misses. Very, very good. Good job by Hernandez.
Nice job. Beautiful takedown defense there by Alexander Hernandez, getting his foot back to the mat. Hooper's got to stop spinning like that, but he's done that 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to the well too many times, Hernandez is doing time.
It's not something you can use as a main weapon. That's a technique that's going to surprise someone.
Flyweight warrior Brandon Royval and Jason Garrington also with the box in the corner of Alexander Hernandez tonight.
Wow, that's a big reach. Big reach for the takedown there, kind of telegraphed it.
You cannot get Hernandez to stay stationary enough to level change into him. Hernandez's footwork is even a problem. He did it again.
Yeah, it's almost like it's built into that. It's like built into his style. Just to throw those punches and then spin. Couple good shots by Hernandez, kind of crazy.
Hernandez fighting a much better second part of the room.
Nice angle there by Hernandez.
Lunging right from Hooper, but those have been few and far between.
He's just so much more comfortable with his feet. The way he holds his hands, chin tucked, it's just different.
He hasn't been able to get to Hernandez lately. But right there, that's one thing Chase is doing really well. Hernandez doesn't attack and time Chase will hold his shoulder, and he takes the brunt of that punch on his shoulder and not on his chin.
Nice left hand by Hooper a moment ago. Numbers suggest he has outstruck Hernandez 19-8. Significant strikes here in round 1. Try to cut an edge. Round 1.
That's the way.
Right hand by Alexander Hernandez.
And you saw him get close a few times. He was holding that shoulder. This time he wasn't able to get his shoulder turning out of the block with that right hand.
Right now, tonight's crazy contest by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, that was a counter. Hooper reached. Hernandez landed a beautiful right hand. I mean, the round was over. Chase Hooper needed to move though. When your chin touches your shoulder on the opposite side, you're hurt bad, man. Look at that. Just throwing that punch out there. Not expecting anything to come back out of it. Hernandez took advantage of it.
Somewhat of a stunner as the plus 285 underdog Alexander Hernandez. And he's winning strictly at 5. back in 30 seconds to break it down after this word from Japanese sports. Once the moment anyone looking there starts to a style that dance and cheesy execution, there are tons of ways to walk out to the up. And on Japanese going up there and shoot, there's many ways to bet off the big fight. Drops, spreads, single, holdings, over-unders, futures, even live betting during the fight. Walk out, guys. That's the has placed to bet UFC. Customer bet $5 and get $200. Round is yours. UFC 319 presents by Bud Light. I'm to drink responsibly. Only it's United States like TCS on driver to drive in and shoot that like a from the statue. Determined what you have not taken. But you got to sit there on the seat. Alright, to make this one official. Ladies and gentlemen, at 4 minutes, 58 seconds in the very first round. For the winner, by King Champion.
I'm here with the owner of very happy Hurricanes. A fantastic victory at the end of the round. It seemed like you were perfect you'd be very patient, and boy, did you fight.
Just to show you my else ready, so I want to go there. So I have to say, that's all good for me. It's super dangerous. We knew he was going to one friends and two long, so I needed to step into the range so he was casual.
And you did that. Let's take a look at it on the big screen so you can enjoy the two spear labor. Look at that perfectly placed right hand. And then the follow-up should look like a huge win for you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I should say, talk about it one time. I'd like to get if I get out of here, but you know, like always, shots my coach, my corner. Ran really hard. I'm Monza, Brandon Cordoval, Jason Harrington, Metro Maka, traveled with it for the hours. All the boys, West Coast in the crowd too, also Metro Maka shot it. Yeah, we put together and have our nice little streak, so I don't know,
very nice streak. Now, let's talk about that and what you would like to do next. This is an awesome opportunity for you to possibly call up the opponent if you have any money in mind.
No, volume, man. We want to get to the game. No Jason, I'm in San Antonio. A lot of fights about this week, dude. No crowd, Shambo. Put me in San Antonio, bro.
Congratulations, sir. Alexander, ladies and gentlemen.
Great. The UTSA graduate out of San Antonio, Texas. If somehow there was a place for him September 13th, favorite picture, more momentum than he has had really since his first year in the UFC. Brings good wins at 55 for Alexander Hernandez. Now, this is Hot Ceiling, starring Austin Butler. There's August 29th. Get tickets now. Ready to go.
Such a nice small soundboard. You like baseball, dogs?
So you can take care of a cat.
Orange Rust.
You're scary monster.
And you're their fall guy.
Let's not happen. Welcome to the boat.
I just hear that fish.
Watch the link exclusively in theaters August 29th. Rated R.
Chicago, Illinois, what a city, what a fight week it has been, and as you know, the best is yet to come. Now, with more on our next matchup, we send it back over to Charlie on Charlie.
Thank you, John. Entering her 30th UFC fight, former strawweight champ Jessica Andrade says she feels no pressure. She is just happy to be back home. The 115 class is giving her the drive to find a finish line any means possible. In camp, she honed in on quick movements and agility and promises a lot of tactics tonight. Bring them on. Mexican Canadian is riding momentum from her recent win over Julia Calastri. This is now to the best she has ever felt. Confident in her wrestling and defensive striking, Godinez' goal is to outsmart Andrade's power and secure a top 10 spot in the strawweight division. UFC 315 action is just getting started with a strawweight showdown next, coming up right after the break.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Well, I made it tonight from the Windy City. Tickets to Fletcher. Now, devastating. And not the other spirit break for Hamza Chimaev for his middleweight title. Also, Paul Burton's first time. I can come around to go to the UFC 19-0. Burton's breaking on yesterday. Also, UFC on Bob's last week. Outside the U.S. And how about U.S.? Well, look at the two nights that are on John in. So I'm switching my things this night. It has to be no it's all the part of that. Let's talk about my whole friends. Soft and savage. Tell that. Tell that. But not having everything. So. It comes down also. Good job trying all everything out. As you can see, it's a rich techniques. Conference over 5 years in UFC, 9-0, UFC middleweight title twice he has defended it, 6 finishes, 9% in most UFC's middleweight division, outstanding striker, he can grapple, he can wrestle, he can see a lot of break down on the telestrator for the other UFC middleweight champion, South Africa, still knocks,
Punches against the drugs on you. Drink this space. Management is finally come. Towards here, double jabs. Men are fighting it. It's getting close to Edison. That's it. It's under attack. It's run away. Because it might not see right now. It's immersed. Watch him drink with traps the arm. When he traps his arm, he takes Indy down to that trap side. So right after my play, he lets it go. If he goes forward, quick and jumps back. It's not. They're just doing stuff. Trying to drink a child. Charlie goes, I got it. I can drink his hands. Cover some of them. When you get back to space, look against Trinidad. They're alone. Because he says, I'm going to rip the distance. Left face blow. Same 1-2. Big. Drop, stretch out. So while it might seem that Billy's didn't put anything, there's a lot of direction in the chaos. Like you can drink pussy. He doesn't make mistakes. He got his hand done.
There's that more madness here, madness. Can't wait to see play on live on game later. Now, the next matchup, Jacob's just to the former champion. Looking to be servicing. Location and focus.
Gotcha.
As he makes Chicago. That's about on the rock. That's just she wants to. It's contract. It's one of those two fights. Now, so the teams guarded on the hot treatments. After 10 minutes, started number one's in contention by teams in the fights. A large win opportunity for X-Race.
Your
All
mom.
that win.
Wow, there.
And that's one of those teams' finest inside. Famous moment victory. Skyrocket. A friend.
Your mom.
That usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery.
Marvelous. Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Two small wins, two over two. It's brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Just got dropped in multitude 33. Slight underdog tonight. It's 1 goal for Martinez. Martinez slightly tall over 1. With Brazil. Just got dropped. Right now, we can show Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 pounds. UFC One Division. First, fight. And fighting village call. Brandon at 150 pounds. Finally, out of the Just got Josh trying to finish Martinez. A lot of women have realized that Andrade in this strawweight division. Other than you want to get check
Please give it your all.
This must be their territory. Yeah, this is... Right. Got a little cargo under the shelf in the back.
Josh I would tie her with Amanda Nunes and Julie Robert for the most UFC women's history with this guy. I saw him cover Andrade needed a body for the defense. least show a takedown on just contrast.
Gotcha.
This is why Lupita's having so much success in the striking also. Andrade is terrified of the takedown. Look at that. Look at how urgent she was to get away from her when she got her hands flat.
And as far as calling for a takedown, surprises. She has landed a few blocks here late in the round.
But that's how she needs to fight, Jay. She's got to move forward and make Godina fight her. Look at that. She's now entering Cairo Network coverage.
Counting on you.
Before she fixes the head.
Yeah, but she may not, Johnny, because now she knows that Godina is a little strong. Try to take her down. So she knows she has to be a little bit more measured as she approaches her.
Nice leg hook. No? Oh, it's much more rough. Definitely not taking the rest on the people this time. Okay, but right. Guys, good. Good poker. Right.
Medina's never been sharp tonight. Her striking, way better.
She said this week that we're facing another chance. The more I need to open to contention, so far we're good.
Yeah, not taking any breaks. Oh, I'm trying this. Look at that. I'm going to try. Not really kind of set things up, but just get close enough to start winning. There it is.
I'm just not getting my time. Well, it's like right here, they're by the draws.
That left hook by that draw slam.
She's making some big fight now. We got to see that start still there.
Comments in her chat.
When they get these experiences, Andrade bites down her mouthpiece and starts swinging with their hips.
She's not securing takedown. Josh is defending well.
Josh has 6 or 7 shots left to go. Also on his second primary practice.
There it is. Yeah, that's nice. Andrade, why are you out of contact? That's David White.
I'm not sure if he might go Pinez. All right, third round. It's all for sense. Andrade moving her head better here late in the fight.
It's just when Andrade hits her, it's that much more impact.
Yeah, never understood.
But Andrade just doesn't touch his hand.
That's one of the things about being so big, right? Fighting all that stuff at 125, fighting at 135, she can absorb these fights and fall over the minute. One cheese.
Also, look at the wheels on that lady.
Yes,
Yes, really a lumberjack.
Made a UFC debut at bantamweight back in 2013 against Liz Carmouche.
By the way, shout out to Liz. Yes. First woman to ever enter the UFC octagon, and at 41 won the PFL tournament. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Shout out to Liz.
Andrade trying to rally into this fight.
Yeah, she really did a lot in round 3. And Andrade landed in round 2 also. She got some good one done.
With his cut over her left eye. Yeah, the tennis was.
Confidence from Andrade. This is good. Proceeds momentarily.
Just making punches like a female family so she really is aggressive, man. Look at that.
And she's all up in getting in.
Yeah, it's not landing first shots. It's not going to teach anybody.
I mean, you got a graded chance.
It's just me. I love exploding out with that pressure. Constant.
And Andrade stuffing that shot with relative ease. Right for the Stones for Godinez on the takedown attempt.
Also, the fitness of Andrade has to be commended because she has been on the gas with no signs of slowing up. Oh, dang, that hook. He's not really feeling this.
Next round finish for the Olympic is one of the first to do so.
Telling her to stay in some of that. Yeah, he aggressively just comes in. And he doesn't know what's never comes back to fight on. But then she come out and tries back into the fight. You know, a lot of him.
This is punching coming through. Andrade. Just looks mixed up on targets very well tonight.
Okay.
Official decision.
dropping his whole career. 1-2. And then followed up with a relentless barrage of ground and pound till her team had seen enough.
Yeah, Mihal recognized he had hurt him enough that second time. The UFC guides suffers and by Bud Light who reminds you to drink responsibly. And Bud Light's Cuervo, the tequila that invented it. Alright, now the official decision brought to you by a single with our promise to America's veterans. To make it official now, here's Bruce. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 3 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
John, 2 games with the fighting nerds and 2 phenomenal results. Never looked better. And tonight he followed a flawless game plan and took out Gerald Bershard.
You're mine.
Are you ready now? Absolutely, sir. Congratulations. We head over to St. ladies and gentlemen.
That's it to Tacoma. Wants Marvin and Troy next. We'll see what happens there. What a job by the coaches. Pablo Silva, Flavio Alvaro, Walter Roberto. He's all over changing 2 straight wins here in 2025. If you don't know, now you know. Nice job by the boss, Boy, pointing us to that particular matchup. See your honor keeps someone ultimate gives the UFCcollectibles.com candidates and watch your mind and know the real fan. 4 piece of Fight News canvas in cut and frame to keep forever there and part of it at UFCcollectibles.com to secure and full respond. Right, so now up to 2 regulars UFC numbers license. On the Contender Series, time tries to win 2-10. Also, more happy against the Insurers who took on a mission. Richard Freeland, on the next from
This door appears to be locked. Need a...
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
UFC 319 prelims are presented by Bud Light. So later tonight, live on pay-per-view, UFC Middleweight Championship on the line. Dricus du Plessis versus Hamzat Chimaev. Chimaev is the betting favorite, but a lot of different ways you can attack the board. These are some of the proposition wagers. If you like either guy by knockout or submission, you get the plus price there.
As usual, motherhood code for Stranding.
Application if you're so inclined. Well, it seemed an eventuality that the first-time title challenger, Hamzat Chimaev, would get to this point in his career. It's a rare problem with which to be dealt. One of one, if you will, and don't take it from me. Take it from Dana White and the film.
When's the last time you saw a guy come out of nowhere? I've been in the business for a very long time. I've seen a lot of things. He's different than any fighter I've ever seen. This kid is best.
Hamzat Chimaev, absolutely outstanding. Los Angeles stars. Oh,
I think it's going to be a massive.
The same guy like everyone. Nobody can stop.
Passcode of some sort to open it.
I'm here. I'm just keep this house.
That did it, Sam.
Thank you. I'll get this cargo processed right away. I'd say this is practically perfect.
Over the years,
I had a feeling you were the right porter for the job.
Wrestling, grappling, striking, hard work, athleticism, and Hamzat
We've been
Chimaev
waiting
built
eagerly.
himself into
We're ready to join the
absolute
chiral
force
network.
tonight. Challenges for the title. John and Joe Rogan came before me, and Joe, you've seen them all. This man seems to be one-of-one to me.
Well, it's one of the things that you said. It's work ethic. It's not just talent. It's not just skill. The guy has a ridiculous work ethic. Everyone that's trained with him said they've never seen anyone work harder. They got to kick him out of the gym. Yeah. And that has been a problem in his career. And Armand talks about that. And he has been essentially overtrained.
We appreciate your help.
So now
Before you go, I have another favor to ask of you. In private.
And you worked out with Coach
There's a back room just...
Well, Joe, you remember he made himself sick? Yes.
Order complete.
Well done. COVID with substrate. Yeah. He's a cycle. But yes, you got the right people helping him now. But for a guy that knows how to train, has been prepared his whole life, to go and seek out someone smarter, someone that takes different approaches to training. Look, Joe, I would not say I trained with Coach Gallus. I did 5 minutes. And my workout now was 9. I said, how much was I doing? He goes 10 rounds. What I did for 5 minutes, how much doing 10 of those rounds, and it felt like I was sleeping. If there's been a knock on Hamzat Chimaev, it was that maybe cardio doesn't hold up. But if he is able to put together 25 minutes, that would be the scariest thought to anyone in the UFC. And I'm not talking to 185. You go by 185 and 170.
Yeah.
Because there was a knock. It was cardio.
Yeah.
Seem to have that in place now.
And it's crazy, you got jogging my brain about how sick he was, right? Retired on social media, some role thing.
Yeah.
Tell me, and Mike Bell tonight, tell us straight as what's all right, Hamzat?
Let's go. Hamzat Chimaev. This is the guy I like. Punches. Right? So Hamzat Chimaev is always pressures forward. But it's always up and down, up. Robbie Whitaker starts to get back to his feet right away. Why can't I give him that up action to bring him back down to the mat? If you drop the ideas on the list, Rob goes, no way you're not listening. Put it back to the mat. Right? Manipulation. Now, this is so important.
What is this?
Look at how all
He came here in peace.
is going back towards the mat. His whole idea is to get Whitaker's hands down to the floor. If it's not matter what he does do, look at how much he's leaning. Now, he can control him. And because he's always pressuring, first off, never get to the octagon side against this guy. But because he's always pressuring, it's still up and down. Up and down. And because the threat of the takedown is
It's all right.
so crazy. What's open, Joe?
They don't mean us any harm.
Bam. Right on the chin.
First shot's done. He thinks he's gonna shoot on us.
You must be Sam.
No level change again. But this
Thank
time
you.
the level change is the
Couldn't have been easy getting here. Folks call me the doctor. My sisters and I don't normally allow men inside, but for patients we make an exception. It's clear you suffered greatly for this child's sake. Haven't you? May I, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, these. They're chiral hands. So your BB's passed on.
You have dooms then, I take it.
I do. And it's given me an unusual gift. I can remove a BB from a still mother's womb without resorting to invasive surgery, and safely place it in a pod with minimal distress to the fetus.
Without using any tools whatsoever? So you're a psychic surgeon then?
A psychic midwife is what they call me. When I was with Bridges, I used these techniques to remove BBs from their mothers. Sam, you may be suffering from persistent, complex bereavement disorder.
Is that why you called me here? To tell me I got issues?
Sam, we're the motherhood.
The what now?
This shelter is a safe space for mothers.
Women and children would come here seeking peace. They also came because I could examine still babies. I'd move the fetus to a pod and perform what I would call a transposed screening.
I guess that's why they call you doctor. So, are you saying your technique allows you to treat still baby syndrome?
A BB pod is functionally no different than an incubator. And I was eager to bring our unborn children into the world. So, I thought I would give this little one a chance. Still baby or no, I was convinced I could bring a fetus to term outside the womb. So I placed him in the pod. And a moment later, his heart started beating. And then, after 3 minutes, it stopped. I tried as quickly as I could to get him back in the womb, but it was too late. The still baby was no longer viable. I'm sorry, Caesar. Over time, I tried to refine the pod tech to find a way to help women and their children. But treatment and life extension are impossible. All I could do was look. Even so, word got around and mothers in need of support started coming here. But unfortunately, not long after, men came knocking too. Men who wanted women. What could I do? I was only a doctor who delivered babies. And nothing more. Luckily, I had strong women around me. Mothers who were willing to stand up and fight for the sake of us all.
But as soon as we decided to take up arms, our man friends only got bolder.
If we don't fight back, they'll enslave us. We can't and won't lay down our arms till our safety is guaranteed.
Where'd you get your hardware?
Weapons factory's been pumping them out non-stop. That's why all the locals around here are toting new toys. Got plenty more of their new releases in the armory downstairs.
Sam, we want you to shut down their operation and halt the spread of weapons.
Stop them, please. Please.
Prior to proceeding, we'll need to confirm the precise location of the factory. Let's make our way back to the DHV Magellan, Sam.
Sam, wait.
Yeah.
There. All finished.
Sam, this is Tarman. We've got an emergency on our hands here. I'm afraid the DHV Magellan is out of action. We can't move an inch. A cursory inspection confirmed that some critical parts of the propulsion system have become clogged up with tar. Our usual decontamination methods won't cut it. We'll need a special tar dissolvent to clear out the blockage. The F2 South Distribution Centre was kind enough to source some for us. I'd like you to pick up the order on site, collect the cargo, and bring it back to the ship. Meanwhile, we'll be doing everything we can to keep ourselves from sinking further into the tar, as well as gathering information on the weapons factory. Don't let us down, Sam.